always wanted to play for the same team for my entire career. I wanted to play for the Indianapolis Colts because they were the team that drafted me. It's a game that I never wanted to play.
Manning to the right side again, caught for the touchdown. Manning throws a floater into the end zone and a fingertip catch for the touchdown. So Peyton Manning back home again in Indiana, but right now it is the Colts who lead 26-14. One of the things that Indianapolis did tonight is dress 10 defensive backs. Of course, Mathis made a big play, but that secondary has really done its work, Chris.
And that's always the theory when you're playing against Peyton Manning. You have to disrupt the timing of his receivers. We saw the New England Patriots for years do that, and it's exactly what we're seeing out here tonight. And now for a little Burger King inside edge, we'll show you what we're talking about. It has been from the beginning the one-on-one coverage. Here we have a little bit of a zone, and Decker early in this game comes up with a touchdown. But after that, they start going to this man-to-man coverage. Greg Toller on the outside working against Decker. Darius Butler inside against his former teammate, Wes Welker. And probably the star of this first half so far, Vontae Davis, has been left alone with Demaryius Thomas. And yet, time after time, he has found a way. Here is the big three. And so far tonight, Decker a bit of a night. But Wes Welker and Demaryius Thomas, not much at all. So that's the Burger King Inside Edge. Check out more insights from tonight on NBC Sports Live Extra.
And we're going to take a look at that secondary right off the bat in the third quarter as Denver will get the ball. Quentin Holiday is back to return it. Holiday, by the way, playing in his 23rd regular season game. Had been with Houston before, and then Denver got him. He's never lost a regular season game. Houston was undefeated last year when they dealt him to Denver, and he hasn't lost a game since Denver comes into this game with a 17-game regular season winning streak. And McAfee will kick off. Meanwhile, the Broncos this season have scored a touchdown on their opening drive of the second half in 5 of their 6 games. So we'll see what Manning has in store here as he'll begin this one from the 20-yard line, and we go to Michelle.
Well, in spite of being down at halftime for just the second time this season, John Fox appeared calm and confident. When I asked him about protecting Manning or some missed defensive assignments, he repeated confidently, "We'll get that fixed." One thing they won't get fixed, Champ Bailey's left foot. He is out for the remainder of the game. As for Chuck Pagano, he said, "We've got to stay aggressive. That team, the Broncos, is too good for us to go in a shell. We simply need to stay after them."
All right, thank you, Michelle. He knows that very well as Manning begins from the pistol and gives the ball to Moreno. Flag is thrown. Got a penalty on the first play of the second half. Carl Scheffer is the referee.
Holding, number 66, offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Manny Ramirez on an auspicious second half beginning for Denver.
Yeah, and it's one of the problems. The interesting part of this thing is that the Colts were actually willing to give up some rushing yards in this game, but so far the Broncos have not been able to take advantage.
Manning to the outside. That'll be caught by Julius Thomas, who scored a touchdown in the first half, gain of 7. The Broncos 265 points through week 6. That's 44 a game, most in the history of the league through 6. 296 by the 2000 Rams the year after they won the Super Bowl. Single season mark. The 2007 undefeated Patriots, regular season anyway, almost 600. Here's Moreno on a 2nd and long. Stop for just a couple. And Chris, when you look at Denver's rushing tonight, that's 13 rushes for 34 yards, about 2.5 yards per carry.
Yeah, and when you consider the kind of coverage the Colts have been playing with these 2 deep safeties, it's assumed that you may have to give up 100 yards rushing to slow down their passing game, but it hasn't made any difference or any help at all yet with that running game.
3rd down and 12. And Manning's going to go deep, and trying to draw the flag was Decker, but he couldn't. Toller with the coverage on the play. And again, it's 3 and out, including a penalty here.
Well, I told you that these guys are a little grabby, and right up here at the top, here Eric Decker kind of stops when he gets grabbed and wants to try and draw a flag instead of just keep going for the ball. That's the way they're going to play. You know, all that stuff is kind of allowed, and I think if Decker had just focused on trying to make the catch, he still had a chance.
Tried to get the flag and didn't. 4th and 12. And Colquitt with a booming kick that is fielded at the 30-yard line. Fair caught there by T.Y. Hilton. So Luck will take over after a 51-yard punt. And Luck with 199 passing yards in the first half. And again, Denver dead last in pass defense. And of course the sacks take part of the 199 away there. But Luck's on a pace right now for a 400-yard night. He's already thrown 3 touchdown passes.
Yeah, and if you have to say who's winning the quarterback battle so far, it's the younger Colt.
Donald Brown starts as the running back. On first down, and they give it to him. Can't get out of his own way. Loss of a couple. Vickerson is there, 2nd down and long.
You know, I know that often you want to try and stick to your game plan, and Peyton Manning's done that over the years. But for the Colts, as much as they want to stay balanced, the weakness of the Denver Broncos defense has been their pass defense. And now you take Champ Bailey out of the mix. You've got young Kayvon Webster in there, a rookie. I don't know. Andrew Luck's hot. I might just let him go.
Pep Hamilton, the offensive coordinator who worked with Luck at Stanford. And took Bruce Arians' spot here when Arians went to Arizona as the head coach. And the pass is thrown behind T.Y. Hilton. So it'll be 3rd down and 12.
Chuck Pagano, of course, came over from Baltimore, and they were excited when he got here, and he started looking around, and they made wholesale changes to try and install that system, but they needed a lot of different players here to make those changes, and they made them in a hurry with Ryan Grigson.
Pagano's pedigree is defense. Thus Hamilton calls the plays, and Luck executes them, and the pass is caught, but short of the first down. T.Y. Hilton making the grab. Dominique Rogers-Cromartie with the tackle. 4th down.
Well, that time we haven't seen a sack yet from Von Miller, but we did get a little pressure here. Going to come back inside on the stunt. And sometimes those little body blows start to at least make you think about it, especially on the backside.
McAfee. Holiday calls for the fair catch as he gets pinned near the sideline at the 16. A couple of minutes into the second half. Indianapolis by 12.
Here we go, baby. This is where you want to be. This is where you always wanted to be. Let's get ready right now. Right now! Come back, boy. Yeah! Get off the field! Keep them going. I ain't James Brown, want no jacket. We gotta be nasty, man.
Take a look at this. It seems impossible, right? You can't always believe your eyes. They can trick you. And that's pretty much what Brain Games is all about.
Brain Games on National Geographic Channel.
Fox Sports proudly presents the NFL. Spectacular. Sensational. But most of all, big, bigger, biggest. The NFL, finally, on Fox Sports.
Well, Welker came over from New England, of course. It's 76%, so right up there with everybody. So there is the core four. But Manning has been limited to 117 passing yards tonight. Moreno is the back, flanking Manning on first down. And the pass is caught by Moreno. Boy, I tell you, throw away those two back-to-back passes that led to the first touchdown to Decker that were good for 69 yards, and they've done next to nothing.
Yeah, and the man coverage a huge part of it, and really the inside receivers have to be able to win. Julius Thomas, Wes Welker, those guys are really the key part of this now.
And Moreno, he still can't get on track. To the 21-yard line he goes. They've done a great job bottling him up tonight.
Well, and here's the frustrating part. You've got two safeties in the middle of the field. Even a decent running team should be able to make a difference with that. I think it was Antoine Bethea came down and delivered a huge blow. Press coverage across the board. They're just going one-on-one. This is man-on-man. Here we go.
Manning on 3rd and 5. Blitz coming, and he floats one too far. And incomplete, and Robert Mathis came storming in again, and it's 4th down again.
Going to come in and try and run a little pick and get it to the outside. But it was really cleverly done that time by Vontae Davis. He saw the pick coming and fell off on the back. So Peyton Manning once again unable to get it in there.
Already a pair of 3-and-outs for the Broncos in the second half. Colquitt's kick. Fair catch call for made at the 29-yard line. 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. Indianapolis trying to pin Denver with its first loss.
Sir, your son cannot keep doing this.
You gotta let me bring him down. Jake! Come on down, okay? The universe is made up ratios and patterns, where everything and everyone is connected. Your son, he sees how it's all connected. They're all the same number. Okay, how did you do that? It's a roadmap, and your job is to follow it for him. He's trying to tell us something. The time, the date, it's all connected. Whatever it is, it's supposed to happen today. I don't know if you understand a single word that I'm saying, but I can hear you, Jake. I can hear you now.
Watch Touch on Fox.
Everybody watching? Everybody watching. Everybody watching right now.
Punt is blocked. It's been blocked by Reed. He picks it up and takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Reed coming from behind him, strips the football. He just seems to be around the ball, just has the speed and savvy to find the football and make big plays.
I feel something tricky, huh?
It is a cold, raw, rainy night. It is very uncomfortable for the fans, very uncomfortable for the players, a very damp and raw kind of an evening.
The temperatures have fallen as the afternoon has segued into the evening.
Brady stands in the pocket, fires to the end zone, and is caught. Touchdown.
Well, the proud father at the moment is not Archie Manning, who's not here, but Oliver Luck, father of Andrew Luck, and the man who backed up Archie with the Houston Oilers. He played for the Oilers for 5 seasons, and Oliver now the athletic director at West Virginia. Here tonight and watching his son go back to pass on first down and complete it for a gain of 7 yards to the tight end Jack Doyle. There is the team photo, the 82 Houston Oilers. Archie and his backup Oliver Luck.
Yeah, and what do you have to do when you're the backup quarterback? You had to drive Archie's kids around. One of them happened to be Peyton Manning, you know. So this whole history, Andrew was saying as they watched TV, his dad would tell that story over and over and over again, and they finally got tired of it.
Second down and 3. from the 36. And this is Trent Richardson. The Manning family has the passing academy in the offseason, and that's where Andrew Luck first met Peyton and Archie and Eli when he was about, I guess, 10 or 11 years old.
He said he went up to Peyton and said, you know, my dad used to play alongside him. He said every kid in there was trying to have a brief conversation with Peyton Manning, and I was lucky enough, thanks to Dad, I actually did get a few words in.
That one rush tonight for 11 yards was big, keeping a drive alive. 3rd down and 2 here from the 37. And they give it to Richardson on the inside handoff. And Richardson has been with the team now for about a month. Picks up the first down.
Well, we see it a lot. Sometimes when the running game doesn't go so well in the first half, is fatigue starts to set in. Things do start happening a little bit better in the second half if you just stay with it.
From the 43. Richardson again. Tell you, Peyton trained this crowd well. They are so quiet when the Colts have the ball. Want to make sure they don't jam any signals.
As long as they've got which quarterback is which straight in their mind.
Right.
Nate Irving going to come off the edge right here, just backdoor this thing coming through. He read the little power play as McGlynn pulled around and got there before the back could. So here's the Broncos' chance. You get a first down stop. You need to convert this now.
2nd and 11. Pass is incomplete, leading Darius Hayward Bay a little too much. It'll be 3rd and 11.
Well, they tried to set it up with a little fake to quick screen the other way. I haven't seen a slant thrown just like that before, but came back to it and it didn't matter. Raheem Moore was sitting there waiting on it. Need your defense now if you're Peyton Manning to come up with one for you. For whatever reason, it has not been a good night on the offensive side, and the defense just has to keep giving you chances.
3rd and 11. Stepping up, buying time, going for it all, and it's flicked away. Intended for T.Y. Hilton, and at the very last second, it looked like Rogers Cromartie might have gotten a fingertip on it.
Dominic Rogers Cromartie, sometimes you're going to get in these moments. It's just one-on-one, and here you go. He knew it was a foot race with a very fast receiver in T.Y. Hilton. Couldn't tell. Looks like he did get a finger on that one.
Yep.
Just the fingernail maybe to knock it away.
Saved by a manicure. Holiday back to receive the punt. But first, got an illegal procedure penalty coming up.
False start, number 54 offense. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
And it's Mario Harvey.
One more look here. Just enough to alter it a bit. T.Y. Hilton had the huge game against Seattle. A couple of touchdowns, really took over in that one.
And McAfee's kick. Gets Holiday moving to the sideline where he loses the ball. He already lost one earlier, and it's all he can do now to just keep possession inside his own 10-yard line. Tough night for Holiday. Tough night for the Broncos at this point.
Clock is at 50, 49, 48, 3rd down and 3.
Denver rushes 3. Flacco steps up, throws deep.
I looked and I said, oh Lord, Joe threw it. But I was like, catch it, just catch it. I'm like, you gotta be me. I'm looking around like, are you serious? Really?
Jacoby Jones, touchdown, Ravens, and the miracle is answered.
The miracle score propelled Baltimore to a double overtime win. A week later, Jones and the Ravens became AFC champions.
And the Ravens are going to the Super Bowl at the Superdome in New Orleans.
Jacoby came over to the side of the stand. Mom, we're going to New Orleans.
We're going home.
We going home.
We going
And I was
home.
just crying. I couldn't help but boo and start crying. Yeah.
I'm going home.
I'm going home.
The crowd is electric.
This is fun.
Yeah, to just soak it in and look around and start to recognize the magnitude of what this is and how fortunate we all are to be here.
Well, Sunday Night Football's Carrie Underwood will take on a new role in a classic that's perfect for the whole family as she performs in The Sound of Music live on NBC Thursday, December the 5th. And Denver starts here with a 3-yard run by Ronnie Hillman, reprising the Julie Andrews role.
No doubt about it. It's good to have a superstar on our team, though,
Yes,
isn't it?
tell me about it.
She has been a fantastic addition for NBC, and we love Faith, but Carrie's been fantastic.
2nd and 6. Manning to the outside and tipped away by Darius Butler. Butler slow in getting up. Pass incomplete, intended for Welker, and Butler will need a moment.
Well, Darius Butler against Wes Welker has just been getting it done, whether it was the fact that he played with him in the Patriots or not. But his greatest asset has been his ball skills. And what we've seen is that when Ryan Grigson, well, they're still working on him over there, right?
Yeah, that's. So Butler, and again, they dressed 10 defensive backs tonight. Delano Howell is out of the game, so and won't return, so they're down to 9, and an injury timeout here for Butler.
The crowd is electric.
This is fun.
Yeah, to just soak it in and look around and start to recognize the magnitude of what this is and how fortunate we all are to be here.
Make it special tonight. This is our house. It's our night. And it's our division. All hands on deck. The journey ends in 60 minutes. It's about 53 men. Stay in this huddle with me right now. 53 men together. One focus, one mission. Real estate's got pride. Real estate's got swag. Got that swag. Got that swag. Got that swag. Got that swag. Let's go get one more. 1, 2, 3.
Fox Sports proudly presents the NFL. Spectacular. Sensational. But most of all, big, bigger, biggest. The NFL. Finally on Fox Sports.
The Broncos drives without a first down, averaging 3 per game this season, 7 tonight, on the cusp of maybe an 8th on 3rd and 6. Josh Gordy comes in to take Darius Butler's spot. And Manning out of the pistol will swing it to the outside to Moreno, and he will not be able to get to the 20-yard line. He stopped short of the first down. So again, that defense does its work. Manning has been limited to 124 yards on 22 throws, and they'll punt again.
This looks like a Troy Polamalu play right here. LaRon Landry's so fast, I told you there'd be certain points in the game where you'd see a blur run across your screen. That time, no Sean Marino may or may not have seen it, but they get off the field for the Indianapolis Colts.
Britton Colquitt, who's had a pretty easy year playing with this offense, all of a sudden tonight in action too much for his taste. This is his 7th punt. Fielded at the 30-yard line by T.Y. Hilton, who runs the ball back to the 43. And again, pretty good field position for Luck and company. Sunday Night Football being brought to you by Verizon. Trade and upgrade on America's most reliable network. By BMW, we only make one thing, the ultimate driving machine. And by the new film Anchorman 2 in theaters December 20th. All the media around the Broncos and the Colts in the build-up to this game. Satellite trucks from all over the place. Meanwhile, there was a personal foul on Denver at the end of that play. So Luck will have even better field position. After the march off, will take the ball to the Denver 41-yard line. So with 6:49 to go in the third. Luck under center with Richardson as the running back. And Richardson to the 39-yard line. That personal foul was on Virgil Green after the run back. So that cost him 15. This makes it 2nd down and 8 now at the 39-yard line. And here it is, the personal foul, bottom right of the screen, and there it is, the headbutt. And that's sure to draw the laundry.
Nice job by Andy Studebaker, basically just standing there with his hands in front of him. It's impossible to call that one the other way.
2nd and 8. Luck under pressure, slings it to Wayne. Just a bullet to the 28-yard line. And Sean Phillips came in that time. There's another flag. Phillips really gave it to Luck at the end of the play. Sheffers.
There was a little
to make
something
the call here, yeah.
extra going on there as well. It looked like Vickerson got his helmet knocked off. Don't know exactly what happened with that, but that was a cannon shot from Andrew Luck.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 99 defense. For removing his helmet, 15 yards will be added to the end of the play. First down.
Yeah, that's Vickerson. And in a game they're trailing by 12, they've now had 2 major penalties assessed in the last couple of plays.
Andrew Luck really loads up on this fastball and zips it right in. Reggie Wayne, as he so often does, goes up and gets it. I think it was Samson Satelli that was working on Kevin Vickerson, and when he was down on the ground, sort of drove him in to the ground a little bit more. Vickerson got upset, and that's what drew the foul.
Luck now sets up at the 14-yard line, under 6 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Well, this is just startling, isn't it?
Well, yeah. The extent to which Indy's dominating, and right now Luck will take a timeout. Timeout with the Colts up by 12.
Fox Sports proudly presents the NFL. Spectacular. Sensational. But most of all, big, bigger, biggest. The NFL. Finally on Fox Sports.
And here he gets the ball, looks to throw it, just slips right out of his hand.
Wow. Boy, it's a struggle to get every single yard that they're earning here.
We gotta take it. We gotta bully them, man. Fight them. They don't want to fight. Physical football. We about to turn that hurricane up. This is category 6. What's up, boy? This what you're built for. This where your double down show up.
News after these messages.
Robert looking over the middle, firing. It is caught. He's going all the way. 89 yards. Pierre Garçon.
What a catch by Cecil Shorts.
Not caught. Lions touchdown.
Long pass toward Vincent Jackson. Here it is. Caught.
What a catch by Reggie Wayne.
Grant looks, gonna sail it. There's Harry Douglas. Hit the back of the helmet. He made the catch. Holy smoke. Holy smoke. What a catch by Golden Tate.
Sam throws left sideline looking for Gibson, who makes an unbelievable catch.
Diving grab. Jones. Touchdown. Jones is there. It's caught.
He's got Cruz. 35, 30. Touchdown Giants.
Oh, what a one-handed grab.
One-handed snatch out of thin air. Mohamed Sanu makes a magnificent catch.
Alley-oop to Riley Cooper. I don't know how he hung on to that. Doctor reaches out. Touchdown Denver. An incredible catch.
Leaping, diving catch to the near side edge of the end zone.
Stafford goes right side. What a catch by Durham. Are you kidding me? A great catch on the near sideline.
Fires downfield, and it is. Oh, what a catch by Stevie Johnson.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Wow. Oh,
my goodness.
It was on a catch.
Stafford wants to throw. It is
Caught inside the 10. Calvin, you get. Is he good or what?
Calvin got him. Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
Megatron breaking Jerry Rice's all-time record for receiving yards in a season.
Aerial coverage tonight being brought to you by Geico as you look at Monument Circle, 4 or 5 blocks away from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya, Sunday Night Football. Manning coming back to Indiana, but it's been Luck's night tonight. To this point, 33-17. Colts by 16, 2nd and 1 as we start the final quarter. And this is Richardson fighting his way across the 30 to move the chains. Longest winning streaks in NFL history. The Colts with 23 in the regular season. It's the last 9 games of Tony Dungy's reign here and the first 14 of Jim Caldwell's. The Patriots then had 2nd and 3rd longest streaks. The Broncos right now tied with the Bears from 70 years ago with 17, and that of course is in jeopardy. And there's the salute to Tony, who coached here from 02 through 08. And they'll run it with Hayward Bay on the end around. And off he goes down the sideline and finally spun down at the end. Iheanacho is able to make the tackle, and he's needing some assistance in getting up after a gain of 30 yards.
Now you see why Al Davis drafted this guy so high. Pure speed that Al Davis always loved, but when he opens it up, going down the field, another nice block there by Reggie Wayne. That one almost broke out.
Hayward Bay out of Maryland, 5th year in the league. Luck going deep for Hilton, and good position that time by Kayvon Webster, who got inside of him and made sure the ball never got there. 2nd and 10.
I tell you, this Kayvon Webster's really made a name for himself over the past 2 or 3 weeks. Tony Carter had been sort of that other defensive back, but for the last 2 or 3 weeks, this guy's been one of the best players on the field. And he talked about it, say, hey, this is a production business we've got going for us, Jack Del Rio will tell you. So whoever's playing the best gets to play, and that right now is Kayvon Webster.
3rd round last year, South Florida, 2nd down and 10. from the 39-yard line. Brown, some room. To the 34-yard line goes Donald Brown, gain of 5. 3rd and 5.
I'll tell you something else that's happening here, at least from the Colts standpoint. Donald Brown is getting the majority of these snaps, or it seems like it, on 1st and 2nd down, and Trent Richardson's sort of been the short yardage guy.
Brown 7 carries tonight. Richardson has 11. There's your running game right there. Luck, 3 carries to 30 yards and a touchdown. And Luck has that one deflected in the air and incomplete. Batted. Malik Jackson got a hand on it, and it will be 4th down. And they're going to bring in Vinatieri. The 40-year-old Adam Vinatieri coming in for a long field goal attempt.
Von Miller with that old patented spin move almost got inside, but that was Malik Jackson making another play. He made quite a few last week and got the game ball.
Last week in San Diego, first game of his career, 2 50-yard or more field goals. This is from 52 away. Vinatieri. There is the fountain of youth. We got to go on his diet.
Wow.
36-17.
So much anticipation with Peyton Manning now at quarterback for the Broncos.
Perfectly thrown pass. Demaryius Thomas has a Denver touchdown.
Great job.
Not only did they take the training wheels off Kaepernick tonight, they put him on a racing bike.
You don't realize how fast he is until you chase it.
Clutch diving to the pylon. Touchdown 49ers.
This is Russell Wilson at his finest.
Come on, be big now. I need you. Let's go get it.
Great vision by the rookie Russell Wilson.
That pass was prettier than the quarterback and his wife together are as a couple. And Brady loves it right now.
Dalton pump fakes.
Nice.
Runs a quarterback draw. It's a touchdown run for Andy Dalton.
Luck rolling, being chased, throws before he's hit toward the end zone. Levon Brazil caught. Touchdown Colts.
You know, as good as Rodgers was last week, Larry, he might be even better this week.
And here is Matty Ice.
And Ryan winds up to throw.
This should be a touchdown.
White's there with Nakamura. It's caught. Touchdown Atlanta.
Griffin, quarterback draw to the 5. Knifes in. Touchdown, Robert Griffin III.
Well, he looked like Sonny Jurgensen when he turned it up the field.
Oh my goodness. I've never seen a beautiful job of running that Cam Newton just executed.
He stuck the landing with a somersault. What a game-ready effort by Christian Ponder.
For 14 wonderful years, the only professional football I've known has been Colts football. This town and this team means so much to me. It truly has been an honor to play in Indianapolis. In life and in sports, we all know that nothing lasts forever. I truly have enjoyed being your quarterback.
And they showed their appreciation at the beginning of the game tonight, but right now it's all Indy. Meanwhile, Peyton wanted to make something perfectly clear. One of Jim Irsay's comments last week dealt with the fact that Peyton had told him to draft Andrew Luck. Well, Peyton said, I only told him that after I knew I was going to get released. And he asked me, who would you draft, Luck or Robert Griffin? He said he would draft Luck. And he wanted to make that clear. He said, you know, Irsay made it seem as if that was in December. It was not. It was after Peyton already knew that they weren't going to pay the bonus and they were going to release him.
Yeah, that it was somehow a part of the decision whether or not they were going to release him based on which quarterback he liked, and that wasn't the case according to Peyton.
According to Peyton, he said the only guy I ever told him to draft was me.
Not a bad night for Jim Irsay so far tonight. I'm sure after all the press coverage he got this week, to see this football team respond this way has been an enjoyable night.
So 13 minutes to go, and Manning will start under pressure, escaping from the pocket, going deep downfield, tipped and juggled and caught at the 30-yard line by Eric Decker. So he had Cassius Vaughn right with him, a juggling act, but he makes the catch for a big gain.
Looked like Cassius Vaughn jumped just a little too soon, ended up on the way down trying to make a play, and it ended up going over his head. Good job by Decker keeping his focus. So at least we're starting to see this Broncos offense show signs of what we've seen.
49-yard gain. Manning, and that one is busted up. Getting good position on Thomas was Vontae Davis. 2nd and 10.
Vontae comes up limping a little bit. Who's had a better game than Vontae Davis? This has been the #1 matchup of the night. Demaryius Thomas, he gets one-on-one coverage. We're going at him, right? Every time. And now Vontae Davis is down. It has been a rough night on this secondary.
Brother of the 49ers tight end, Vernon, came over from Miami. Another one of those deals affected by the new hierarchy here.
Well, you know, they knew what they wanted to be as a defense. They wanted to be a pressure defense. They wanted to get in your face and play man-to-man, and they didn't feel like they had the guys to be able to do that. So Greg Minuski and Ryan Grigson got together. They hand-selected 3 new guys from 3 different teams, and by golly, it's working.
2nd and 10 from the 31.
Antoine Bethea covering the slot again.
Manning stepping up to buy time. Throws a floater to the end zone, and it's caught by Demaryius Thomas for the touchdown. A wobbly duck going to the end zone and a little underthrown, but Thomas is able to get there. 31 yards and a touchdown. And Fox says, let's go for 2.
Well, LaRon Landry is just going to get turned around on this when they go inside here. And Landry just a stutter step too late and unable to get back. But let's give Peyton Manning some credit. His movement within that pocket, stepping up and through, is what gave Thomas enough time to make that second move in there.
Going for 2 to try to make it an 11-point game, unless they would need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal. And Manning with the play clock at 4. Off the fake, throwing for 2, and it's juggled and incomplete. So that keeps it a 12-point game. Thomas could not hang on. 2 out at your own peril. 12-11 to go. 36-23.
Sir, your son cannot keep doing this.
You gotta let me bring him down. Jake! Come on down, okay?
The universe is made up ratios and patterns, where everything and everyone is connected. Your son, he sees how it's all connected.
They're all the same number. Okay, how did you do that?
It's a roadmap, and your job is to follow it for him.
He's trying to tell us something. The time, the date, it's all connected. Whatever it is, it's supposed to happen today. I don't know if you understand a single word that I'm saying, but I can hear you, Jake. I can hear you now.
Watch Touch on Fox.
Last year, these feet danced their way to stardom. But this season, they've barely had a chance to get moving on the field.
High, short, end-over-end putt. Jones signals fair catch. Knocked down by his own teammate. The ball bounces inside the 5, and Denver will down it, and Jacoby Jones is shaken up on the play.
Jacoby Jones suffered a sprained knee on opening night. It hasn't been an easy start to the season. But over his career, Jones has proven he can get back on his feet in a hurry.
You got Jacoby Jones on your team. Oh yeah, that's some speed right there.
Jacoby Jones does it again!
12-11 remaining in the 4th. 13-point lead for the Indianapolis Colts. And the Colts just to guard against an onside kick, a line like that. Way too early to go in that direction. T.Y. Hilton is back to receive the kickoff. And he'll let that one just go through the end zone. 2 weeks away, 2 days of world-class thoroughbred racing at the Breeders' Cup. Coverage begins on NBCSN. All leads up to the Classic in primetime on Saturday, November 2nd. And the site will be Santa Anita, Arcadia, California, for the Breeders' Cup in 2 weeks. Numbers for these guys now. Peyton has thrown for 242. Luck with 229 and 3 runs for 30 yards. Richardson is the running back from the 20 on first down. To the outside, and great coverage right there because that's Rogers, Cromartie tackling Hayward Bay, and we go to Michelle.
Couple of updates on the Colts injury. Samson Satelli, their starting center, has been downgraded. He's officially out with that right knee, as is cornerback Josh Gordy out with a groin. So 2 more down.
All right, thank you, Michelle. And there is Satelli, who was out earlier, came back, got hurt again on a conversion attempt. And there's Gordy. And at the line of scrimmage now, it's 2nd down and 11. Richardson. And he can't get free, gets gang tackled, but he's able to lunge forward. The ball comes out. The ball is loose. Iheanacho comes up with the football, but the question is
They're saying Broncos football.
They're saying that he was knocked down and a huge turnover.
What'd you say? Go away at your own peril?
Yeah.
You've seen Peyton Manning before, haven't you? Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly out. Duke Iheanacho, what a story he has been for this team. Came out of absolute nowhere to not only make the starting lineup, but to end up being a star on this team, and he hasn't made a bigger play than that. John Fox knows that was the break they needed.
Rips it out. And now Manning goes to work from the 23-yard line after the Richardson fumble. Vontae Davis back in. From the 23-yard line with 11:26 left in the 4th. And Manning going for 6. And incomplete. Intended for Demaryius Thomas. Covered by Cassius Vaughn. 2nd and 10.
Well, Peyton Manning hasn't been hit very much at all this season. About 20% of the time is about the only time he gets contacted. But let's say this, the Colts have done better than that. Up here's Robert Mathis again. No help whatsoever for Chris Clark outside of him.
They go empty on 2nd down and 10. Play clock at 4. And Mathis gets to him, but a little too late. And Thomas makes the catch and takes the ball to the 15-yard line, where Davis makes the tackle.
I don't think anybody's better than Peyton Manning at this. He knows as well as anybody that Mathis is going to beat Chris Clark. So he threw that ball at about a 2.5 seconds, which is all the time he had.
3rd down 2.
4-down territory.
Yeah, I think so too. And now we're going to make sure it's 4-down territory because Noshawn Moreno gets tackled. So they have the ball at the 14. You still have a ton of time left. But do you want to make it 36-26, or do you go for it? And they're going to go for it.
You can't assume you're going to shut out the Colts offense, especially with the way Luck has been playing. I agree with this decision.
I do too. 4th and 1 from the 14. Manning rolling, throwing, and it's Welker who reaches behind him to make the catch at the 12-yard line. Darius Butler makes the tackle and a 1st down.
You didn't flash back to another time we were here doing the Super Bowl and that back shoulder throw. A lot of pick action in here. They're going to move inside now, but nothing blatant. That time Darius Butler ran over the top and gave Peyton Manning just enough room.
Brady's throwing the Super Bowl was an easier catch than that one. The ball at the 12-yard line. Manning throwing. Caught inside the 10. Decker gets spilled immediately after a gain of 4. Sacked twice, including that sack fumble that led to a safety. 5 hits, 4 knockdowns. Right now, 2nd and 6 at the 8. Manning pressured again, throws, and Welker can't make the grab. Coverage is very tight by Butler. 3rd and 6.
Pressure coming up right there. Ricky Jean-Francois. But I tell you, Darius Butler, we've seen him draped all over Wes Welker all night long when he's been in there.
From the 8.
Big play.
Manning throws, caught, and taken to the 1-yard line. Decker loses his helmet, but moves the chains, gets the first down, just short of the touchdown. 1st and goal.
So this time they use the pick the other way. So now they're going to pick for the outside guy and put it down on the 1-yard line.
So Decker goes out, takes his helmet with him. Andre Caldwell comes in. You got Moreno in the backfield. They give it to Noshawn Moreno. He plugs ahead, and he's in for the touchdown. Noshawn Moreno takes it just across the goal line. And Iheanacho sets it up with the fumble, creates the fumble, gives Manning the ball deep in Indy territory, and right now it's a 7-point game going on 6.
3rd and 6. Peyton gave the signal on the outside, and you can see Cassius Vaughn hesitated just enough on the pick. So many teams screw up those pick plays because they feel like they have to sort of make contact on the picks. The Broncos much more sophisticated than that. They get in the way, but they don't necessarily make contact, so they don't get the fouls that other teams get.
Prater for the extra point. And Indianapolis's lead is now 36-30. Set up by that pull-away by the Duke.
There's no event that brings more of America together than the Super Bowl.
Flacco lob down the middle. Touchdown!
End zone touchdown! And the Hayes in the barn! The Baltimore Ravens are Super Bowl champions!
It is a cold, raw, rainy night. It is very uncomfortable for the fans, very uncomfortable for the players. A very damp and raw kind of an evening.
The temperatures have fallen as the afternoon has segued into the evening.
Brady stands in the pocket, fires to the end zone, and is caught. Touchdown.
Here we go, baby. This is where you want to be. This is where you always wanted to be. Let's get ready right now. Right now! Look at that, boy. Yeah! Get off the field! Keep them going. I ain't James Brown, I don't want no jacket. We gotta be nasty, man.
Pro Bowl balloting presented by McDonald's is open for the first time ever. You can vote for the best players regardless of their conference. New format for the Pro Bowl this year coming up in late January from Honolulu. Well, 36-30 in a wild one with a ton of time, 8:44 to go. And again, Indy was guarding against the onside kick, so Hilton is back there by himself to down it. And Sunday Night Football is being brought to you by Wendy's. By Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. By Corona, inviting you to find your beach. And by Hyundai, new thinking and new possibilities. Good still photos from earlier in the week. Colts on that particular day practicing inside the bubble, the other day outside. They got to go both ways at practice because they opened up the roof tonight on a night when the temperature right now is about 50.
No Trent Richardson in there either. Donald Brown in.
And Luck on first down gets hit as he throws, and a flag comes down as you've got Brown who gets hit by Paris Lennon. Luck also took a shot on the play.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 51 defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Andrew thought he was going to get the completion anyway. He bounces it off of Donald Brown's head. So even though he fell to the ground, he still tried to get the completion. He's going to take a shot from Trevathan. But I'm telling you, Luck still thought he could get that one in there.
He's been batted around tonight, as has Peyton. The ball is at the 25-yard line, first down. And Brown, pretty good cutback move there to pick up 7 yards. Iheanacho making the tackle. It'll make it, let's call it 6, 2nd and 4.
Well, Mike McGlynn, you can't underestimate his value in this game to be able to go in and replace the center. It's not like he's moving from guard to guard or guard to tackle. You go inside and have to replace the center, everything changes. You're making all the calls, and he's been pretty good.
Brown on a 2nd and 4 is going to come up short. Paris Lennon making the tackle. And a lot of time left. It's a pretty big 3rd and 1 right here.
You know, sometimes you just need a first down or two to shift the momentum a bit. You know, just you don't want the Peyton Manning getting the ball back again. You already got it back on the fumble, and then boom, boom, 2 touchdowns in a row, and here you go. And you hope your offense here can just kind of keep it on track.
Give your defense a little bit more space and breathing time. And they're going to go to the air, and Luck's going to get the ball away, and then it's dropped. Reggie Wayne couldn't hold on. Low throw, Wayne reaching for his knee and rolling around, and now Reggie Wayne is down.
And Reggie Wayne's a guy that never gets hurt. Immediate pressure inside. Here's Reggie. They got him all picked off there, and there was nobody on the back end of that field, and you get the double whammy. Couldn't see who it was that ended up getting the, should have known, Trevathan in there getting the pressure, and look at Luck grabbing his head afterwards going, oh my gosh, this is a walk-in touchdown. And Reggie Wayne, oh my goodness, looks like he may have,
the double whammy.
Double whammy for sure.
Wayne gets hurt. Very interesting play call. You look at Marvin Harrison, who was on so many ends of passes from Peyton Manning. So it's going to be 4th down and 1. And the crowd begins a Reggie chant. 13 years in the league, and for so many of those years overshadowed by Harrison. They had Dallas Clark here as well. Peyton was doing his thing. The team had so much success. And Reggie finally getting his due in the latter stages of his career. Went over 1,000 catches for his illustrious career last week.
Well, you think of all the things that happened on that play. 3rd and 1. You go play action. You get Reggie Wayne wide open down the field. You miss the throw and potentially lose Reggie Wayne in the process.
And then as you look at it again, what happens to Reggie going down, and at least he gets up right now and off with some assistance. You know, you wonder if they had a better running game tonight. Maybe you've got Richardson in there on 3rd and 1. Maybe you go to Richardson, but they don't even have him in the game right now.
Well, they can't after the fumble. They didn't trust him. And so you go back to the fumble and how it may have impacted that play. Boy, here we go. It sure You know, we were trying to encourage people to hang in there with this game, but
shameless promo.
Peyton Manning, you know, it just never goes away. The people in Tampa will remember forever that game where he was down, what, 21 in that one and came back in the last few minutes of that game.
About 4 minutes to go on a Monday night. McAfee setting up for his 8th punt. And he's had some boomers tonight, the long of 60. And this one, another good one, fair catch called for by Holiday. So Mr. Manning will go to work with his group from the 15-yard line, 7:07 left.
Sir, your son cannot keep doing this.
You gotta let me bring him down. Jake! Come on down, okay?
The universe is made up ratios and patterns, where everything and everyone is connected. Your son, he sees how it's all connected.
They're all the same number. Okay, how did you do that?
It's a roadmap, and your job is to follow it for him.
He's trying to tell us something. The time, the date, it's all connected. Whatever it is, it's supposed to happen today. I don't know if you understand a single word that I'm saying, but I can hear you, Jake. I can hear you now.
Watch Touch on Fox.
Last year, these feet danced their way to stardom. But this season, they've barely had a chance to get moving on the field.
High, short, end-over-end putt. Jones signals fair catch. Knocked down by his own teammate. The ball bounces inside the 5, and Denver will down it, and Jacoby Jones is shaken up on the play.
Jacoby Jones suffered a sprained knee on opening night. It hasn't been an easy start to the season. But over his career, Jones has proven he can get back on his feet in a hurry.
You got Jacoby Jones on your team. Oh yeah, that's some speed right there.
Jacoby Jones does it again!
Waiting all day for Sunday night.
36-30 Indianapolis. 3 wins after trailing by 17 or more in the 4th quarter, including a spectacular come-from-behind win in 2003 for Indianapolis against Tampa Bay. And Manning will start with a play fake, under pressure, and then throws an interception into the hands of Pat Angler. So Manning had trouble. Well, a flag is down. Manning had trouble getting away, gets contacted. For the moment, it's the interception,
There's no
but
foul on the play for offensive holding. The result of the play is an interception. 1st and 10, Indianapolis.
Eric Walden put the pressure on. He put the heat on and created it.
I told you earlier in the game, Julius Thomas, not very effective as a blocker. Excellent receiver this time. A big assignment for him. Eric Walden, and it may be a game changer. Or you finally get Robert Mathis blocked on the other side, and it's Walden from the front side. Don't think I would leave Thomas alone blocking one-on-one very much.
Took care of the tight end, and now Luck at the 20-yard line. 1 second under 7 minutes to play in regulation. And Brown can go nowhere. Kevin Vickerson stops him in his tracks, and Wayne goes back to the locker room.
Talking about a guy that shows up for work every single day. Not used to seeing that.
Wayne playing in 189 consecutive games. They do have a week off next week. They have their bye week, and then resume playing 2 weeks at Houston on a Sunday night. 2nd and 13. And Luck will throw to the corner and not caught. Not caught by Hayward Bay. He was there, reached for it. Webster covering. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Well, according to Reggie Wayne, nobody spends more time on catching balls off the jugs machine than Darius Hayward Bay. He works hard at his craft, but unable to reel that one in. And the last couple of weeks, he's had a chance to make about 3 really good catches, all of them catchable, and he hasn't come up with any of those game-changing kind of plays.
3rd and 13. They're in field goal range, but want more. Here's Luck running away, and then just throws it incomplete. So you're going to bring Vinatieri in right now for what will be about a 42-yard field goal attempt to make it a 2-possession game.
Well, this Broncos defense, they know who they have playing quarterback as well, so they had to come up with a stop. They do come up with a stop, and now you have to hope for something that doesn't happen very often. This guy to miss. Hasn't missed inside of 50 for quite some time.
Matt Overton will snap it. Pat McAfee will hold it. A 42-yard attempt. And the 40-year-old Vinatieri bangs this one right through. So they are able to cash in at least for 3 off the turnover to keep it to a 9-point lead, 39-30.